everyone, it's Claire from Scrappy Nerd UK, and today I'm back with day 25 of my December daily. So this is it, the final spread in the album, and I am calling this done. So for the last page I went with a mix-up of a page protector and also out of pocket photo as well. Apologies for the glare on the page protector on the left there, I will move that in a second. So I want to add a couple of larger photos into this spread. So I printed these photos, and I was trying to be a bit smarter with my journaling on vellum after one of my earlier videos where you could see the washi tape underneath. So I thought I would add some adhesive to a bit of vellum and use that as my bind. But you can still see it. So I'm not overly happy that you can see it through there, but you'll see that I do actually come in with washi tape over the top, and actually I quite like it with the pop of red that it gives. So I'm going to go with it for now. I'm still on my quest to find the best way to add vellum, especially on the side like this. So if I was to be able to attach it somewhere else and cover it up with an embellishment, it wouldn't be too much of a problem, but I've got a big bit of vellum journaling here, and just not the best way to or don't have the answer as to how the best way to attach it is still, so I'm still working on that. So that is the two photos and also the vellum attached all together now. And now this is literally just going to be covered with a bit of pattern paper. So this is going to be the last bit in the album. And I didn't feel that it needed any further embellishing. So I just chose my favourite paper from the Hey Santa collection. And since I had a full sheet of it left, I should have kept it because I could have used it for 12 by 12 layout. But I really wanted to finish this album off with my favourite paper from the collection. So I just added some double-sided tape along the outside edges of the back photo, and then I'm just trimming around to get rid of the excess. Nice and easy. So you'll see there that I have the photos are, the top photo is slightly smaller than the bottom one, and that is to allow you to be able to flip it open, of course. And also that is where the holes are going to go to actually attach this into the album. So considering how I was going to stick down the other side of the vellum, I used redline tape, but I am covering the top of it with some pom-pom trim. I've been desperate to get some pom-pom trim in this album this year. So I went with this little white one, and I'm just going to add that all the way along. So that serves a purpose of making it pretty, and it also serves a purpose of covering up that red line tape that's underneath as well. And that helps to split the two photos as well, because they do kind of they look a bit odd when they're next to each other without anything in between. So that pom-pom trim really just separates the bottom from the top photo. And then I just need to punch my holes. As I said, this is going straight into the album, so I'm just using a page protector to line up my holes, and then let's get some embellishing going. So I've got this chipboard piece here from Ali Edwards, and then I'm going to pair it with a little tiny word sticker underneath that says "Believe in the Magic," and that's just going to go there. And then also I think in my kit that I had left, I had one acetate star left, so it's gonna, excuse me, it's gonna make its way onto this layout, just actually on top of the chipboard piece, just to make it all look together. And I'm just sticking that down with some double-sided tape and just popping that onto that chipboard piece there, and then I'm calling that side done. So this is where I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Now I know that under double-sided tape under vellum can go very yellow, so I don't want to leave it just as it is, so I am going to cover it up with this washi. And again, this washi is from the Hey Santa collection. I've got so much use out of this washi, so I'm so glad that I did buy it. And I think I go I go without embellishing the journaling. I look at this 25 sticker and I decide that actually it's not going to fit very well at the top. I don't have much room left at the top, so I'm actually going to work on embellishing this journaling card that again was from one of Ali's kits. And so I'm just going to use some Hey Santa bits and bobs to build up a little cluster on this card. Because I put that 25 sticker on, I didn't feel it necessary to add another 25 anywhere. I know it's not the same as the numbers that I've used so far, but I'm okay with that, because that's probably the only time that I'm going to get that 25 used on a spread anyway. So I am going to use it on here, and then just pulling out some of the tiny word stickers in red. And I went with the red ones because the wrapping paper in the top photo is the same colour red. So I'm just bringing that colour down into that white card. And then, I did choose Merry and Bright, which didn't seem right on the tiny word stickers. So I just switched that one out for Celebrate instead. And then I want something dimensional. So I'm going with one of the epoxy enamel epoxy metal charms. I don't even know what they're called. And throughout the album I've added a lot of gold thread, so I'm going to do the same again on here just to keep that theme running throughout. And I'm just going to thread it and pop a bow in it, and then I stick this down. There's a couple of ways you can stick down the metal charms. Glossy Accents works really well, but I actually choose to go with some double-sided red line tape. Now it's going into the page, the pocket, so I think it should be fairly well protected just with the red line tape. So I'm not going to mess around with adding the Glossy Accents because it can get messy. So yeah, I'm just going to add a little bit of the the red line tape, and then I'm going to call this card good. I do obviously trim around the edges there just to cut off the excess stickers and get that back into that pocket. And I'm really pleased with how that turned out, and it's nice to get some of those charms used as well, because they have been the last thing that I've gone for. And I'm sure if I had another album, I'm sure that I could have fit all of them into the album this year, but I don't, and I am trying to just squeeze what I can into the album that I've got. I never do 2 albums, so I don't know what's wrong with me this year. All the plans got cancelled. Why why is it so big? Why is my album so chunky? Anyway, I'll tell you what, my tree spread with the light trim, I think, has bulked out my album quite a lot, so I don't think I'll add that trim into any projects that go into an album in future, because yeah, it takes up quite a lot of room. And I think if I take that out, I probably would have got up to the end of the month. But as I said, I'm not doing up until the end of the month, because there will just be photographs of me sat in my pajamas, eating crisps and playing on the Switch. So that's not so exciting, right? So 25 it is. So here I had an extra photo, and the easiest way to include an extra photo in a pocket page is to create a flip up. So washi tape is your friend, and you could do it both sides to make it a bit more secure. But because I didn't want any washi tape on the front photo, I just attached it onto the back. And then I do add, you'll see in a minute, I add a journaling card onto the back as well, just to cover up the printer paper. And also that will act as a barrier to trap that washi tape in the middle as well. So you'll see here, nice, quick, easy flip up. And you can do them both sides as well. So you could do a flip up this side, and you can do one when you turn it over. So you could add so many more photos. If I had another photo, then with the flip up, I could have put that under there where I'm putting the journaling card. So actually, with a flip up, you could add 2 more photos. As it is, I don't have another photo I want to include in this album for that date. So that is what it is. So I am finished. So thank you very much for joining me on this journey of December Daily, and I'm so pleased to have got it finished so early. If you have enjoyed this video and if you've enjoyed the whole series, then please give it a thumbs up. Leave me any comments you like in the comments section down below and I'll get back to every single one of you. And thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.